from his
Wait.
Discord account.
Whoa. Who is that?
Chaos Empire 8.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, he
that's
kind of just, I guess he was like, well, getting
that's
done with the internet, so kind of left it.
that's sad. Yeah, they there's a name for that. It's infocide is what that's called. It's basically like
Yeah.
it's suicide of like what's known about you, because I mean everything that could possibly be known about you is on the Googles. So if you take that off of you, then you technically don't exist in the digital world, and therefore infocide is what that is called. Oh,
Yeah.
this game
We
music
got
is
the
on.
PvP going here.
Yeah, we got a CVC game on Halloween. Definitely really volatile map given how small it is. This is a map where I kind of like to go three crawler bomb because of the size. You can just kind of just plow through with bombers and start taking stuff.
Yeah.
But both
Bomber streaming is like really hard to get around.
yeah, D's nuts going in with the bomber. Yeah.
Man, man.
Yeah.
No, legit. One time when I was at work and I was sitting in the lobby because I work at a restaurant, this truck pulled up. It was called D's Nuts Ice Cream. I was like, you have the audacity to take a truck and literally name it D's Nuts
That's
Ice Cream.
alpha as fuck right there. Ooh. Speaking of being alpha, the alphabet just letting these nuts just continually just plow these. Yeah, man, the bombers are doing a lot of work right now. Just kind of just sat there and took it to the face, and is now giving up tower. Still trying to build crawlers though. It's weird.
I like this crawler split from D.
D's nuts.
Without laughing.
Well, it's good.
I'm just gonna call him D.
He should yeah, D should just be running it into his economy, to be honest. He just needs
Yeah,
one
you
on.
totally can do it.
I mean, he's trying to like secure center like it matters, when really like so like with the number of crawlers and that bomber he had before just running it in for that one crawler kill, he could be taking out a miner, which is much more valuable. Because look at the population difference. Alphabet actually has a higher population in economy because he's been more attuned into pumping that than into army. Mind you, he's still pumping into an army, a weak one at that, trying to just do anything.
Yeah, he's getting a decent crawler count back up actually.
Oh yeah.
This crawler split from D is really okay. He's grouping them together now. This would be perfect for bombers. Just run the bombers in. Where are the bombers at?
He's got one. It's just kind of chilling there. I'm
I think a wing would be. Oh, he's going for a dead, but I don't feel that'll really do much against all those crawlers. I think wing bombers maybe would do more.
If he gets poison, it's all bad. It's all good because what he can do. Actually, even with one dead, the crawlers can actually latch onto the dead if Alphabet has bombers. Because the moment they do, he can just send one bomber in and then another off
Yeah.
time. Mind you, the dead's gonna get eaten out by crawlers, and these can still use the crawlers to absorb the dead damage from the wings. So it's very good mitigation. We're gonna see here. Yeah, the Alphabet's gonna get that dead cleared. There's the bomber though. It's still a little too late. That dead.
Okay, look. That dead's gone.
Yeah, I don't think.
Especially with that extra burn.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, the crawlers are just gonna kite it too. Alphabet never even touched the wings.
He's got a second dead. He's gonna clip that one. But that was really good for D.
Yeah,
And he's got two wings now.
Yeah, D could honestly, because there haven't been any Zugs in play, could keep running at him with just crawlers, but he's choosing to wait and get a Jugger of his own. It's honestly it's definitely a smarter play, I think, given that he stopped pumping. But if he was just still pumping out crawlers with the lead, wings and crawlers is actually like pretty fucking good.
Alright, so the Jug's coming in from D. Alphabet has his coming. He needs to back those deads up. This is not a good match. Back those deads up. That one's gone.
Yeah, he's lost one. Wings are gonna forward kite. They're gonna clip a miner. They're gonna take whatever they can get because they can really reach into the back line. Wings have a lot more control.
D with that disrespect. D stands for disrespect right now. Look at this. This is some serious disrespect. That charge. Ooh, counter charge. Gonna hit the dead.
Yeah.
That Jug's gone. Can D keep that dead, or Alphabet keep that dead alive? Will forces the wings out. And 700 mana from D right now.
It's a close game. I feel it. Yeah, D is holding a lot of mana and is not pumping as much into an army as he could. Okay, he charges. He actually. Ooh. All right, he does clutch the dead. I was gonna say the charge was actually poorly placed because he lost the forward kiting on the dead, but he was able to glide it back.
Alphabet is letting these dead stay out in the open.
It doesn't matter though, because D's doesn't have the tanks. Losing that other Jugger needlessly, and then getting the damage chunked on the other one, the Alphabet technically has a lead here.
Surprisingly, he does.
It's an army lead, is what he does. He should be pressuring that front row. Both of them are just content to just settle for tower fights. But we're gonna see another one here. Could swing either way.
So crucial right now.
Either side.
It's bad, really. Okay, decent charge. Will the Jugs target the action? No, the Jugs can't do this. The Jugs cannot do this. You can't target deads like that. Okay, the wings are gonna get hits though. If the wings get damage on the deads, then it does work. More disrespect. D claps that dead that was retreating. But these wings are exposed.
Oh, we're seeing some Medusa play come in. Really clutch stone. Yeah, but D's is going to get his out first. And the clutch stone is going to be the cost of 2 Jugs and maybe 3 deads.
Ooh, yeah, this is, Alphabet should definitely be taking out that Jug. That Jug is a serious problem. He stones a wing, though. That's really not smart.
No, he wants to stone the deads here. I mean, the Jugs here.
But, oh my god, D doesn't care. D takes it. Yeah, that's definitely game. Let the Jug pick the Medusa. The wings didn't cost a poison pool. They didn't really need to. Stone's that dead. Not going to poison the economy.
Ooh.
Definitely over for the Alphabet. He's going for a Medusa. No. You can't go in the wings when you've lost way too much. That poison pool is going to add on to the carnage.
It's not placed very well on the Z plane, though. It's all the way on the bottom, meaning just above where you collect mana is actually safe. So, still a good portion of the map is unaffected by that poison pool. Alphabet will garrison all anyway and wait for that to go away, and then return with a full 7 count, or is that 8? I think that's an 8 or 9 count on mana.
Yeah, still not good. And there's, what, 3 Medusas to 1? Or is that 2 to 1?
We're looking at what's probably going to happen, and that's going to be a stony face rush on the statue. Nope, never mind.
Okay, yeah, it's 3 to 1. There's, like, literally nothing Alphabet can do in this situation.
He could get Castle dead, and hopefully D's nuts will just walk back and forth and not auto anything. But, the Venom Flux spam.
Yeah, gonna be a slow statue degeneration at this point.
No, with the last stony face.
Oh my god, those Midas are gone.
Yeah, D's with the pretty stomping victory. A few times where Alphabet was struggling, but in the right direction. But then he made a couple flop plays. Didn't respect the pressure from D's having the slight lead in the Q timings, and well, punished hard for it. Definitely the end of that.
I love his deads though.
Yeah, deads on small maps, I'm not a big fan of in the Chaos Ditto. I mean, if you're able to win the start game, it's not bad. I feel like wings just do a lot more. You have so much more pressure, way more versatile as to what targets they can hit, being an aerial unit and all.
Yeah, it's just extremely pressuring when it comes to wing versus wing battles, because then you have bombers and then Medusas, and then you have to target the way up, man. It's a pile of rough.
I'm just gonna actually just log in here and just take replays off the top because I don't really have any queued up.
We got also got that the skeleton training server has some replays in there.
Oh, this guy wants. All right, I immediately get a replay upon logging in. Let's just go right into it.
All right. Real now coming in with the clutchness.
Oh, whoops! I gotta. Here we go. All right. Still had the hyperlink not properly clipped all the way. Test account 3. Interesting. I'm gonna
I've
pause it
actually
real
heard of
quick.
that before. Pretty odd name, but they don't seem to be a booster, so that's fine.
Uh, yeah.
Got that OBC going.
Yeah, curious about what test account is going to do here with the archer into a sword. Definitely a really aggressive start into chaos. Ooh, playing around the center a little bit. Real nub waiting for
I've
the
tried
3
Sword
crawlers.
Archer against Chaos before on short maps, but I really don't know how effective it is.
It can be strong if the chaos player is not good at like if his crawler mobility is bad, you can pressure him really well. I feel like you lose hard if you aren't able to get picks off crawlers. If the crawlers stay alive, the chaos player turns it around because the distance for kiting, it means once he gets bombers, he kind of runs past you and then decides, okay, if he either kills the archer or he kills the economy, and then he's pretty safe with Castle Dead. Castle Dead very early on is a good defense. Ooh,
Oh, that Archer's way too close. Yep, he's gone.
Dunsies.
Already messed up.
Phew, done goofed. Some real.
And, yep, gone. Second Archer in play, though. Doesn't take a crawler. Went 4 kite. That 4 kiting wasn't very good.
Yeah, Real Nub's gonna take that all day though. Got what he could have honestly gone back in there, but I think he wanted to
He
regroup.
probably could have,
Yeah,
actually.
you know, just collect his gatherings a little bit. He's got 2 bombers. I think here this time he's rushing for the
This
base.
could have held tower very well. Because if the swords run in, just use 1 bomb, run the swords.
He could,
you know,
well, he could go for the economy.
He's gonna kite with his Archer, but that just gives Real Nub tower control. Like, he can totally hold the tower here.
I feel like running in to just take the economy would be better. Knowing that he pumped into a second archer even after losing the immediate first, that because you have such a good eco advantage with the archer miner start into a sword instead of a second miner. Because test account didn't get 4 miners early. His economy is going to be at 5 miners max. Oh, that's it.
This is, I'd say Castle Edge is the best choice here. He may bomb the swords. Nope, he's going to go for the economy.
Yeah, no, wise decision. Takes 2 miners. Test account is left with 4 miners total.
Yeah, and this is pretty much going to force him that he has to pressure it, but there's not much he's going to get out of it. In fact, not anything.
Ooh, now he goes for the army.
With
Wow.
these towers, very good. And now we got the bomber coming in on 3 archers. It's actually going to connect. Beautiful bomb right there. That's going to definitely take one.
Didn't.
That was really committed, actually.
I honestly appreciate him not greeting here. He has the lead. He can hold out the base with the dead. He could go for a lot of things here.
Yeah, dead bomber. Yep, wise decision of the bombers. It will stop the swords from trying to clap it, which is just going to battle the crawlers. Not very wise. He's just running into bombs, and those archers will now have no meat shields.
No, losing one immediately to the poison connect. Test account in a very rough spot. We're gonna look at a slow bleed into this game. Yeah, Real Nub giving him that GG, knowing unless he hard throws, this is a very easy victory. Test account with the surrender, knowing every last ditch effort he has put out is going into the sand, and he decides to give it the old surrender.
I think if he would have made an albatross, it would have scaled the Real Nub a little bit.
Yeah, albatross. He just, that's what it is. He just didn't have the resources for the albatross. If he managed to make one, might have pushed the game another couple minutes. Could have turned it around. Y'all know how those albatross like to just kind of rule the world. One albatross versus the world. That was an old saying. It was actually one wingdom, because back when the Eclipsers, the winged things from Chaos, they were actually called wingdoms, and Leaf, an old player, old member of Team Zenith, was like down to one wing against Gale Force's army. But he kept because Gale Force didn't have other wings. He kept like going into the back line and trying to like poke things out, and it became a meme. It was one wingdom versus the world, and of course didn't do anything to turn the game around with that one wing. But wings were broken back then, so like he was still able to do so much with that one stupid wing. But yeah, so I guess we'll just go back in and yeah, we're just looking at the result screen real here. Yeah, Chaos has a huge eco and army lead, and if they're able to just touch something on order, it's a real turn for the early game. So let's just log back in, see what we got for. Kind of want to just take something right off these live replays, though. I've got a DM ranked game. Ooh, I got another replay from the real Nub. I've looked at I think a 2 from his now. So we're gonna hold off on that one. We're gonna look at one of these. I'm gonna look at Fair and Square versus Scissor, just because the two of them have played a bit today.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna look at. Let's see. Do I do a random and elementals or a chaos from Scissor here? He's seems like he's.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me.
I'm gonna do just the first one here. Scissor It's gonna be the OVC.
We'll start simple.
Yeah. So, music's already turned off. Excellent. Alright, get rid of Fog of War. And, Fair and Square on the right side here. Ooh, Fair and Square doing my old, macro of, 2 swords.
I still haven't gotten that grasp down yet. Like, I feel I haven't even perfected the archer play. So going into swords is just not good for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'll let you cast. My nasals are suddenly like flaring up like no tomorrow. But yeah, it's macro. I definitely used to be more comfortable with to the archers, and probably still am. So I'll let you run it though. BRB.
All right. Will be some there is stream delay for me, so the replay will probably be slightly ahead of what's going on, but we do have Fair and Square doing a pretty decent job actually forcing his crawlers away, and I have no idea why. I really can't pronounce his name. I'm just gonna call him ZA. He's going for a Castle Dead, which is a pretty bad decision, and this is even worse. He's gonna run these 3 crawlers towards Fair and Square's eco, which this does not work for Chaos whatsoever. There's 3 swords running in. Fair and Square can get a castle archer and instantly shut that down. And
not
made a castle there for no reason here.
The regen on that crawler, he didn't try to move it out of the sword, got the stab on it, but it wasn't enough thanks to the regen coming in on.
Yeah, but we've already got a mistake from this guy. He made a castle dead very early.
Really?
It wasn't needed.
He's trying to run past Fair and Square again with that huge army of swords. Fair happy to take the tower here.
Army of swords. This is very dangerous for what's this guy's name? I can't really see it.
We're just gonna call it. We can call it Scissor, I guess, or Za. Za. Why not just Za? I like Za.
Za is instantly gonna lose this to that castle archer.
He lost
that castle archer, and that sword combo is gonna eat everything up.
2 crawlers for a minor.
That's pretty terrible.
No bombers and pack mentality.
This is not good.
But
the sword ratio
Za ignores the crawlers.
He's ignoring the swords again, and now Za's gonna take the heat. Now his economy's in trouble.
Yeah, but look at the poison. The poison's on so many of the swords, though. Za was
coming in for the return.
Yep, Za was able to take a minor, I think, but that's it. And he lost his entire sword army, overextending, not using one of the swords as a meat shield. He needed to let one of the swords absorb the damage and then the rest go in, but because he sent them all in as a group and let them clump around the statue, what happens is the castle archer is still targeting the same sword, but the ones around it keep getting hit.
Yeah, that castle dad surprisingly did a really good job against all those swords.
Oof.
And combining that with bombers would have been just insta-kill.
Yeah.
So here we go, we got the archer pressure coming in, but that's going to lose to Castle Archer. There's the speed kick.
Man, if he gets both these crawler upgrades, though, this will be a big power spike for Za. Fair and square.
This works with bombers because without pack mentality, bombers are faster than crawlers, but this makes crawlers faster, so you don't have to worry about bombers running in front of the cats. We got this wall coming.
Yeah, he does. Fair doesn't have to worry about anything because if anything, he's saying, "No, I'm playing unfair and square," because recognizing Za's only hope is in these crawler plays, sets up the wall, immediate shutdown for crawlers. Za even
picking up the damage upgrade.
Yep.
Yeah, he's trying to get damage. Okay, so this won't work until he gets a jug. Because 4 archers will eventually just kill all that.
This won't work until he finds a way to deal with that wall. He has nothing to help these crawlers tank.
And no range units. And we're 4 minutes into this game? Not good. And that's 5 archers now. Like, he needs to stop trying to cheese tower. It's not going to work.
I kind of, maybe it's the inner boosted me, but I kind of want to see him keep going for it.
Yeah. The Dead's a pretty wise choice. Now, he doesn't need bombers, actually, because the upgraded cats will annihilate those swords, and there's only 3 of them. Oop, they live? Okay, good.
Yeah, that was...
So you go back in and put the weak crawler behind the healthy ones. And he'd be good.
I say wait until you get 2 Zugs, you put them on both sides of the Z-plane, and you let them take out the wall while the crawlers just stay back and chill. It's just the crawler. Yeah, the crawlers just need to Netflix and so right here. The Merrics are irrelevant. Why does he even need a Merrick here? Because if the crawlers manage to touch anything, they die before the Merrick even has a chance to heal it. Honestly,
that is true.
Matt's
I don't like this running with the spear. I don't like this running with the spear at all. Oh. Za could have killed a lot of archers there, actually.
Ooh, he's going to go for it.
It does have a decent archer count, but that crawler count can take them all out. Like, I don't agree with this run-in. He sees the G-kites, but see, these crawlers are going to run in, and look what they're taking out.
It's not going to matter, though. Fair and square has the army advantage. The Deads, though...
He's not retreating at all.
No, G-kite...
All the archers get killed.
No, you actually don't want to G-kite in that situation because of the damage.
Sword rush.
Yeah.
The bombers were crucial here, and wow, another turnaround.
Yeah.
This is favoring fair and square again.
No, the Zod needed bombers. You actually, against crawlers, do not attempt to G-kite because it helps them pick off the archers better. Because he grouped in with the swords, every time Za selected another archer, if you notice, the crawlers had to move up and down the map because the swords were taking unit spaces around the archers, and every time you click a unit on the Z-plane, if the space next to it is occupied by another unit, it does a little moonwalk wobble around that area of effect. So it takes a while for it to actually find a target and connect to it.
That's pretty interesting, actually.
I don't think fair and square meant to do that, but it worked out incredibly well for him, and that was the actual optimal thing to do against crawlers.
The generation of archer numbers here is actually astonishing, and that's going to make Za surrender.
Yeah, well, it wasn't so much the archer count as it was not being able to get through to the archer count. The spear wall Merrick's was in play, and he was just shutting down the Zuggers as they were lining up. So, yeah, nothing could be done about that. Za really needed bombers, as you said, and never saw a single bomber made that game. I kind of want to give him an applause for that, but all I can do is kind of just slow clap because it didn't work out for him. So, just yeah.
I mean, he had a pretty decent start going. I mean, the first mistake, the castle dead really early. I mean, I feel like he didn't really need it right away, but it came in handy when those 7 swords came in. Like, that castle dead was surprisingly really good against it. I always used to underestimate them, actually.
Yeah, Archer swords are still strong. I mean, he had a good crawler count, but he needed to focus down one unit at a time, and was never able to get the easy squish. He kept trying to find the archers that were surrounded by swords, so he needed to just pick a unit, annihilate it, get to another, and they were all clumped, so all the crawlers had to move around with every selection. What's up, kitty? You want to go on the stream, kitty? You want to come in the stream? Come on. Come on. Let's say hi to the stream, kitty. Come on. No. Kitty, that's my arm. Why are you attacking my arm? Kitty. Kitty, buddy. Kitty. No. You're biting me. That's not very nice, kitty. No. No, 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 no. No. You be a good cat. Come on. Come on the stream. Say hi. Say hi to the stream, kitty. Say hello. Be a good boy. Say hi. Hi. My name's Milo. I like to break things and then bite people on the forehead. Yes, I do. Alright. Alright, kitty.
He's probably like, you're not treating me like the king I deserve to be.
Yeah.
Global chat room was actually posted a replay.
Ooh. There is a replay. Alright.
Yeah, we should just randomly check that out.
Why?
Hopefully it's not like a DM sword v sword rush.
Why not? What's the worst that this replay could be?
If it's an EVE, I'm gonna cry.
Alright, it's order versus order on ice. We're gonna turn down the music.
Ooh. Oh my god, the lack of minor splits from both players. What is this?
The lack of minor splits, and immediately Sword Archer is the future. Sword Archer start every game. Let's see it. This is what Stick Empires has become. You don't need...
Now, you've been in the trick of kind of hiding the sword.
Nope.
That's what gets me, like, most of the time. When I try to do Archer minor starts, would be super cautious if they hide that sword.
They're just going to run at each other. Oh, Kindra with the late follow-up.
Oh, not good. Okay, he does some good redemption right there. Ooh, Kendra, terrible mistake. He already lost this battle.
Oh, he doesn't even clip the other sword.
Oh my god.
But he hasn't lost this battle.
He doesn't G-kite though.
So we're looking...
You let that archer live. Okay, so Believing Guest will make a minor.
He didn't.
I was about to say, don't tell me these guys are just going to try and stream swords with only 2 freaking minors.
Jerry, I want you to just look at the tower right now. Just look at that tower. Look at that red bar. Look at it, almost there.
What?
It's almost there.
What?
It's almost there. It's almost there.
This is painful. Your talent
Oh, wait. We got 3 swords running in while an archer is garrisoned, though. The swords are immediately just going to go, never mind, and turn right around.
Wow.
Believing Guest does believe in himself and take tower. And told those unwelcome sword wrath, "You are not my guests. Go home," and sends them off with the way of the Archidon.
So, Kinder not making ego. Not a good idea.
But you know what he is making? Another archer.
He's going for a wall. What good is researching wall gonna do?
Are we looking at Trump versus Mike Pence? I don't even know what's going on here. We got.
It might be Trump actually.
All right, but he's gonna
probably go full Trump and do a double wall.
Well, we're looking at 2 archers doing 2 archer things, and Believing Guest is gonna have to back right up.
Sitting at 100 mana, you can really make a freaking ninja right now.
I don't know where you're at, but I'm at 200 mana on my screen. He could make an albatross if he had the gold, and that would be an easy win for him. Instead, he settles.
Oh my god!
Instead, he settles for a Spiriton and walls.
I mean, honestly, just give Albatross Archidon range and just go from there.
Kind of
want. That would actually be ridiculous.
I kind of want to play a game of Albatrosity after this replay, just because we're talking about it so much.
You honestly have to kind of give it to them. They do a lot of damage against armored units.
Oh,
But
wow.
I've done a count with a few units before. I believe it only takes 19 hits for an hour with Blazing Bolt to kill a spear, and 21 to kill a jug.
Yeah.
No, never mind. It's 19 to kill a jug,
Wow.
18 to kill a spear.
Yeah, it's only 19 because of the regen. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
So in actuality, I mean, it's the same damage on both units, but regen on chaos units give you a false account of like them being like tankier, when in actuality they're just like regenerating like more health.
Yeah. They've actually, I was actually do more damage to armored units than fires, because fires, like, freaking shocked me. They only take
Fires
20 hits per spear.
do burn damage. It's actually the burn that does the damage to the armor, and not the actual fire shot. That sword gonna get down. It's gonna scout out the swords and the spear coming in, I think.
Don't understand this sudden turtle that Believe in Guests is setting up right now.
It's because he lost the mid fight, so he's respecting Kinder Sasha and his possible
He
approach.
does have the DPS with 4 archers right now, and combine them with the castle archer. What he needs to do is expand to his second row and take secure control of it.
Well, I don't think he understands. He's kind of playing against himself here. He never went. Even though he established vision, he's not using that vision of. He doesn't have any vision of his base, so he doesn't know that Kinder Sasha's economy is actually just a heaping pile of dog shit. Believing Guest has a very good army and a very good economy. Now a lead on just about all fronts. If you wanted to fight Kinder, now is the time, because
He would win. He would totally win. He just kind of thinks he's in trouble and needs to play defensive.
even if he lost, he has the ability of just higher production with the economy to even like come back after a loss. So
Yeah. Like when he attacks, like just start the production of a Magi kill, and when you lose, have a spirit base, boom, you're set.
yeah, he'd have a lot more set. Honestly, he's sitting on some mana still, sitting on some gold, pumping into a Magi kill now. I guess he's looking for the security here. Alright, Kinder not playing no games, gonna run, but he's running into Castle Archer and Archerdons. He uses fire arrows.
Not good.
I don't think he wins this though. Well, Believe in Guest backs off, and now he's not
I don't
protect.
understand that.
He never protected any of his miners, but he didn't need to because Kinder never focused them. He won that really hard, but he's still not doing anything.
He's playing super, super passive.
2 passive, 3 passive, 5 me. That's for sure. What does Kinder do about that? I know,
What
right?
are you gonna do? You will win this. Just attack. Just click that double sword button on the. It's gonna be on the left side of your mini map this time, since you're on the right side.
Kinder's
Oh
actually.
my! What is this economy? What is this disgusting eco? Oh my God! Please help, Kinder. Kinder, join the freaking training server. Like, we need help.
If Kinder actually wins this game, though, what would you do? What would you actually do if Kinder manages to win this game?
If Kinder wins this game, I would
Place your bets now in the chat, dude. What if Kinder?
I would play as elementals forever if Kinder won this game. I would just abandon order entirely and just play as elementals.
Oh man.
I will turn into Faku Fairy 4 actually, where he played elementals and he actually studied the Empire. I would just do that.
Oh man.
Why do this order mess?
Believe in Guest gets the fire arrows.
Passive play is out of control. Like, you can totally just win this right now, Guests. Like, you can annihilate him, and Kinder's actually starting to build some ego, so if Believing Guest continues to play this passive, Kinder will mount something. And what is this 1,000 plus mana? Like, buy something to eat that mana. Get some Magi kill. Get some damn Albatross. Just consume that mana, please. I kind of wish we could, like, mecha fast forward this.
I mean,
it's really interesting.
we can just...
If you press and hold spacebar,
yeah,
it will increase the replay speed of like a ton.
Huh.
And we got this huge-ass army from Believing Guest, and he's still not coming.
Oh, I did test the spacebar, and you are right. Kitty, why are you playing with my headphones? Kitty,
The only problem is it causes extreme lag, so it's not really that effective.
Yeah.
Believing Guest, if you attack right now, I guarantee you will win. You will not lose, unless you...
He's got to get that full... he is attacking, though, with the full population security.
Look at this big army from Kinder, though. I mean, it's going to lose to the giant Magi kill, but... it definitely could have worked.
I feel like Believing Guest, like, actually just, like, made the army, like, staple from, like, the Stick War promo that was on, like, the cover of Stick Page front, where it was, like, the one giant, the one, like, American Magic Hill, and then the ton of spears and archers just, like, running around. I'm pretty sure, like, his economy is literally, like, that picture, like, in its entirety, just, like, made into reality right here in this game.
Oh my gosh, this is, I don't know, watching this super passive play is actually kind of boring now.
Yeah, just because Believing Guest can...
Go, like, you don't even need to, just go, man.
Kinder has the spears, though. If Kinder
Look at this huge spear count he just got.
Yeah, so if Kinder actually takes all of his spears, right, focuses the Magi kill...
Take the Magi kill, and he's gonna have a damn chance.
Yeah.
And judging from this play from Believing Guest to lack of G-kites and even letting an archer get picked, kind of makes me wonder if he even knows how to use a Magi kill.
If Kinder keeps...
Like, just let it die?
Kinder's...
Here you go.
Yeah.
Archer play? No.
Kinder's not building anything, though. Why?
Is he saving for... No, he has over Giant Gold. What do you... What? So you're gonna let this guy get all the way up to Tower Spawn 2, and you're not gonna finish building your Mecha Spear Archer army that you're currently seeming to be working on.
I feel like if he actually rushed Spiritons, it would have been better. Because then he could just break the wall and just focus the statue. I don't think Believing Guest had...
Believing Guest had more of his archers get killed? He had 7, he's down to 5, it looks like. What is that? Oh, that's the Tower Spawn 1.
No.
Yeah, Believing Guest had 7 archers, now he's down to 5.
Yeah, Tower Spawn 2 is incoming, though. So, Kinder Sasha is on the clock. He's got to make something happen.
He's got a giant coming, though, so he kind of has a counter for it. But then again, Believing Guest also has his own giant, so it's going to be doing more giant damage.
He has nothing still to take tower possession with, so...
Ooh, 6 spears. If he has Shield Bash, perfect. Because that will stop the Magi kill pressure for, Believing Guest to think of a solution. Double turn. Oh, my God. You better attack on this Tower Spawn, too. If these guys let this unnecessary late game just happen. Okay, so Merrick coming in from Kinder. Believing Guest could have ended this game like 10 minutes ago. Okay, there's the Tower Spawn 2 unit. You need to attack with that.
He's not doing it.
For God's sake, why are you not? What are you scared of? You know what? He has to be scared now. He let this man be a fucking Magi kill. This man is a fucking wizard now. Believing Guest, oh my God. This guy has grows 2 millions of fucking, oh my God. This man get a damn wizard, and let the Tower Spawn 2 get critical health but not actually kill it. Okay, so retreat now, let your Merrick's heal.
Wait, he's going in with all of his miners.
Oh, he's gonna pull that kind of move. Okay, so you want literally everybody? Okay.
But this is good for Kinder. It means if Kinder actually wins the next fight, he has the economy, and Believe in Guess does not.
Why did he not attack with this? Oh my god. Kinder's gonna actually Believe in Guess is actually going to make me play Elementals forever. I'm serious. I will legit play Elementals forever if Kinder wins this damn game. SO's going to be making some damn empire changes.
How about alright, how about this?
Attack with the damn tower spawn. Okay, Kinder needs to follow up with his army though. Because he letting those spears take damn. Okay, there we go. And Kinder knows how to use his Magi Kill. He did get spells for it, right? Okay, he did. Is Kinder going to... Kinder's attacking. Oh my god. Oh, no, he's not.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
wise move. Wise move. No, here, all Kinder has to do is wait. Believe in Guess has no economy. Oh, he has one miner.
All army units.
If
He's gonna go to all army units with that remaining gold.
if Kinder actually stalls here, he actually
Kinder can
wins.
play cards right and totally win.
Yeah, he's good.
Believe in Guess think he could have died way too early. He was not ready to send all that to death.
Kinder's also building the Shadow Wrath. Yes, the Shadow Wrath.
God. Ugh. He needs 2 mercs though to help heal these spears. Meanwhile, Believe in Guess over here is just not doing a damn thing. I guess he's gonna do like a fucking decoration. Yeah, we you know, we're the army guys, but we're not doing anything. We're not actually engaging the enemy. We're just kind of sitting and telling fucking campfire stories.
I bet there's some damn.
Oh, my god. Three giants. 3 fucking giants. Another spear. You have 4 fucking giants. Why are you not doing anything? What are you waiting on? Like, what is your thought process right now? Hey, I have this big ass army that I can crush Kinder with, but for some reason I'm What's going on? I know there's stream delay, so I can't really distinguish what's going on here.
I'm not.
Okay,
I can't.
so-
I can't say. I can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
okay.
I can't.
I'm gonna let it catch up. So Kinder, Believe in Guess is going to destroy Kinder's spears. Okay, so Kinder absolutely fucked up. That's what happened. That's what happened. Kinder, you know what? I'm happy Kinder lost. That means I don't have to worry about playing Elementals. Damn, I've been fucking saved. Thank God. So this whole, 16 fucking minute game was just a long ass pass of play from both players for Kinder to eventually lose because he has no fucking micro at all? Why do games like this exist still? Yeah, I'm not gonna give some archers. I'm gonna let everything get annihilated. Oh, and Believe in Guess will now attack. I guess he wanted to for sure be certain that he absolutely positively wins.
I just want to say one thing.
That damn scared.
I just want to.
Now you're realizing he had the advantage that he would wait 16 fucking minutes to do that.
Alright. I just want to say one thing. I want to say that this man sent a Magi Kill in stealth into the army next to the Magi Kill and took an Artodon. He saw what was most valuable in his eyes, and he knew Artodons are OP. And with that, he traded his 450 gold, 150 mana with 300 mana and 300 gold in upgrades for the single 300 gold archer.
That ninja must have had a personal vengeance against that archer. He was like, fuck the magic.
He's like, here's the old man with magic that will completely annihilate my entire village and my entire kingdom and enslave all my future generations. This man called me a little bitch in front of my face.
So I'm gonna kill a guy.
he,
That's
he
what
took
you
his.
like. That's for calling me a bitch.